Alright, here we go, picking up with part D on our test review for number 1. Okay, so if you remember, these are the ones that we've done already. Okay, so we're going to look at the fourth type here. So we've got we're going to revolve around the line y, or x equals 2. So remember, this is our shaded region that we are going to revolve, and this time it says about x equals 2. So that means where x is always 2. That means this is where we're revolving. Two things here. This is a vertical rotation, which means we need everything in terms of y, which means we're going to need to change our equations. And second thing is we need to determine if this is a washer or a disk. Okay, so what we're going to get is this shaded area over here, and we're going to get that this is that revolving look. So this one's going to look like a funnel upside down, so more like a cone, and you'll notice that it's going to be completely solid. Okay, there is no holes or spaces or any gaps in this. It's going to be completely solid when we revolve that region. So because it's completely solid, this is actually going to be a disk method. Okay, so still, the thing that's different about this, besides that it's vertical and we're going to have to change our equations, is that this axis that we're revolving around is not the x or the y axis. It's a shifted axis. So we need to make sure, kind of like on this last one, that we're accounting for it not being the normal x or y axis. It's been shifted. Okay, that just means when we find these radius, the outer radius and the inner radius, we're going to have to make sure we look at what are we subtracting from what. Okay, so I already have my equation solved for y from part B, so I'm just going to rewrite them. So x equals the square root of y, that's the first one, so that's when we solve y equals x squared for x. And then my other equation that's already x equals is the x equals 2. Okay, so when we're looking at this one, we need to talk about from the axis that we're rotating to the outer function. So this shaded area to the outer piece, that's this part right here. Okay, so we need to be really careful. We know that this function that we have to use is coming from the y-axis because these are all now in terms of y. So that really means this piece right here is the square root of y, not this piece. Okay, this little piece right here is the square root of y. So when we're talking about the outer radius, and I'm going to put the y because it's in terms of y, okay, that would be this whole distance taking this open area away. So the whole distance here is 2, and we have to subtract that function of the inner piece of the radius. That will give us this piece that's left. Okay, my inner radius, so that just means I'm going to go from here to here. Okay, so the inner radius from this line to that line, oh, it's pretty easy. The distance to that line is 2, and we're subtracting that same distance. So this is going to be a 0. There's no distance from here to here. Okay, so that one makes it easier. So the volume is going to be equal to pi. Remember, this is in terms of y, so that means I'm using the lowest y to the highest y, so 0 to 4. Then we're doing the outer radius, so 2 minus the square root of y, all squared, minus 0 squared with respect to y. Okay, and when we type this one in to the calculator, we are going to get approximately 8.378. Okay. All right, so let's move on down to number 2. So the only thing that's different about number 2 is, yes, we've got different equations now. I'm only asking you 3, and I did not go ahead and graph these ones for you. So that means we're going to need to draw ourselves a picture, figure out if we're rotating it vertically or horizontally, figure out if it's a disc or a washer method, and then go from there and finish the problem. Okay, these ones should go a little bit quicker. Okay, so my first thing is to draw myself a picture so I can see what we have. The square root of x, that's going to look like this. The x cubed, so that's going to look like this. So what we're doing is we're looking for the region bounded by those, so that's going to be this little space here. Okay, what's good to make sure you know is that this ordered pair is 1, 1, and here where those are connected is at 0, sorry, this ordered pair is 1, 1, okay, and this down here where it is actually intersecting at 0, 0. Okay, because we're going to need those numbers. Alright, so this one says we're going to rotate it about the x-axis, so that's this. So my visual people, that means we're going to have something that looks like, didn't go quite far enough, something like this. Okay, it's going to have a big open space in the middle, but it's going to be kind of curvy on the inside and curvy on the outside. Okay, because it's an open space, that should be telling us that we're going to be using a washer method. Okay, we're rotating this horizontally, so that means we're going to be using x's. So that means we don't have to change any equation at all. No equation changing. Okay, because these are already y equals something in terms of x. Okay, so now we just need to figure out our outer radius and our inner radius so we can plug them into our equation. So our outer radius, so we're going from where we're rotating to the outermost piece. So that part. Okay. Well, this is just going to be the distance from here to that function. So that is our square root function. So this is square root of x, and if you want to put the minus 0 for the distance from this axis to itself, that's the minus 0. Okay, my inner radius, that's going to be the distance to this inside piece. That's my x cubed. So the x cubed minus 0. Okay, this is just going to give me square root of x. This is just going to be x cubed. Now we can plug in our volume formula. So volume is equal to pi times the integral from 0 to 1, because that's the smallest x to the biggest x that we have. Okay, then we have, remember this is the washer method, so we're doing the outer radius squared minus the inner radius squared with respect to x. Okay, so when we type this into our calculator and we're going to round to 3 decimals, we're going to get 1.122. Please make sure you're rounding appropriately. Look at the fourth number to see how that third one rounds. Okay, the next one, we're using the same image, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw this again. I'm really just going to draw the piece we need. Okay, I know this is at 1, 1. Okay, and this time we're going to rotate this about the y-axis, so that is this axis. Okay, so my visual people, it's going to look similar to the last one that we did. Pardon the not so great drawing. Okay, it's going to look like this. So similar to the last one except turned sideways. Okay, so it's a vertical rotation, which means we need to use y. So yes, we are going to have to change our equations because these are in terms of x. Okay, and then also we notice that there's an opening here, open space, so that means this is also a washer. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the equations. So we're going to take y equals the square root of x, and we're going to solve it for x. So to get rid of our square root, we square both sides. So this gives us x equals y squared. So this is our first equation. Okay. Make sure you know which function this is representing. Okay. This was the square root of x. So that's this piece right here. Okay. That's now going to be called y squared, because we're saying if we're looking at it from the y-axis, what is that going to be called? Y squared. Okay. Our other equation was y equals x cubed. Okay, to get x alone, I can take the cube root of both sides. So x equals the cube root of y. That's my second equation. That is going to be this piece that used to be my cube function. Now it's a cube root function. Okay, so make sure you remember which piece goes where. All right, and now we're going to plug it into our formula. No, sorry. We need to find our outer radius and our inner radius. Jumping the gun, sorry. All right, again, I'm putting of y because these are now with respect to y. So my outer radius from where we're rotating is going to go all the way out here. So remember what we said, okay? These equations are what we're going to use from the y-axis to the curve. So this distance should just be the equation of this outside function, which we said was the cube root of y. So this is the cube root of y. Again, if you want to do the actual distance, you're actually going to subtract the inside piece, which is on the axis itself, which is minus 0. Okay, the only time it's not going to be minus 0 is if we've shifted our axis. Okay, the inside radius, so that's going to be from here to here. That is just going to be the distance from here to this function, which we said was y squared. So y squared minus 0. Now we can do our formula. Okay, these are going to be y values, so our lowest y is 0, our highest y is 1. This is still a washer, so we're going to do the outer radius squared minus the inner radius squared with respect to y. And when we type this in, we are going to get 1.257. Okay. All right, and then the last one. The last one, here's my picture. Okay, 1, 1. All right, and we're going to revolve this about the line y equals 3. So here's 1. Sorry, I didn't draw that very good. 2, here's 3. We're going to revolve it around this line all the way up here. Okay, hopefully you're going to see there's going to be a huge hole in the middle. It's going to go all the way through. So we definitely know that this is a washer. Okay, it's a horizontal rotation, so that means we're going to leave everything in terms of x's. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's find the outer radius. So from this line all the way here. Now be careful, please. Our equations that we are given, the square root of x and the x cubed, are from the x-axis to those lines. So that means this little distance down here under that, that is our x cubed. So I want this piece, everything except this. Well, this whole distance is a 3. And that means we're just going to take away this piece underneath, so the x cubed. Oops, sorry. All right, the inner radius, we're going from the axis that we're rotating to the inside function. So this was our square root of x. So this piece down here is actually the square root of x. So we want all of this then taking away the square root of x. So all of the 3 and take away the square root of x. Okay, so now we're going to plug this in. These are in terms of x, so 0 to 1. Then we have 3 minus x cubed squared minus 3 minus the square root of x squared with respect to x. Okay, type that into our calculator and we're going to get that this volume is approximately 6.732. Okay, got any questions on this, please make sure you reach out to me.